Life is a funny thing. I grew up in Iowa my whole life. And when I was 11, my family moved from Cedar Rapids to Des Moines, back to Des Moines where I was born. And that was really hard for me moving. I was very sad for a long time about that because I didn't have friends. So, that's really where I got started in listening to music and singing more often. I would sing to cope with life and cope with not having anyone there. I would just sing to pretend somebody was there. Because, you know, when you listen to music, you hear someone talking. And that was important for me. So that's why I like to do music. I haven't exactly been doing music for a long time. Like, actually, the notation and writing it, I kind of started when I was like 16, and then I stopped for a little while, and then I started again, and I stopped, and then I started again. And that was very difficult to actually start doing again. I needed to relax something in my mind to be able to actually get myself to do something. I grew up homeschooled, and I didn't go to public school my entire life. I barely have ridden in a bus. I don't think I've ever ridden in a school bus before. So church is a big part of my life. Going to Believers in Grace Church in Cedar Rapids was something I would do growing up. There were a lot of kids there. There was a lot of people there. I didn't necessarily have a crush on anyone there growing up. I mean, I did on one person, but I don't think he ever knew. I don't really talk about it. But that's in the past. I mean, I'm with someone now, and that's important to me. I don't think I'm ever going to leave him. He is really kind to me, and he's treated me so well. The last year, we've been together for a while. And so back to where I grew up. I grew up in Cedar Rapids, and we lived on the street called Mansfield Avenue, Southeast Cedar Rapids. And I did have the numbers memorized at one time. I would play in the backyard. My sisters and I, we would have mud fights. We would go and have a mud fight in the forest in our neighbor's yard, because we were friends with them, and we would go and see them, and they would bring us to the forest, and we would all have a mud fight in the forest. And then we would go back and say hi to our mom, and she would be like, "You guys are dirty, you need to take a bath." One time she did that 3 times in one day. We took a bath 3 times in one day, and we still ended up going back out and having a mud fight again, and she just gave up after that. I think. My childhood was pretty happy. Both my parents have been together my entire life, which is amazing, and I really respect that. I wish I could say that was the case for everybody I know, but that's just not. So, yes, I really respect that about my parents. So right now I have a daughter. She is turning 5 soon. She lives with her dad, which we are not together, and he's taking care of her, so I appreciate that a lot. So, yes, as you know by my channel, I've kept up to date on my channel for a long time. On YouTube, I've got 1,500, over 5,000, not 5,000, what am I saying? Over 100, what am I saying? Over 1,500 videos. There we go. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. So, yes, I have been keeping up to date ever since I was 16, basically. There was like time periods where I stopped going online and talking and making music and other things online, but I just don't stay off of it. I can't. It's like an addiction. I really like uploading videos. So, yes. Oh, recently I saw the Markiplier produced movie where he is trapped in a submarine in a sea of blood. That was really cool. I like the book of Revelation, and I like reading the Bible, so it was cool to see that portrayed in real life. To see like an actual envisioning of the end of the world, you know, how it would be like. I went with my boyfriend, or fiance, and we had a lot of fun watching that movie. We saw another movie where it was like somebody was trapped in a car, so that was pretty much the same thing. Yeah, there's a lot of movies coming out now that the people don't get out of the same room they're in, you know. I thought that was interesting. So right now I am in a mental hospital. I am so I walked down the middle of the road one day because I was anemic, and I had broken up with my ex, and I was anemic and I lost my mind, and I was angry. So I walked down the middle of the road, and I ended up being brought to the Newton Hospital, Newton, Iowa. And then from there, I was brought to Bettendorf, to the hospital there, completely locked in, forced to do whatever they tell me to do, take any medications that they want me to take, and it was a horrible experience. Horrible. People only care about money there. Seriously. So, I was brought from there to a certain facility. I'm not going to tell you where. I don't think I'll tell you where, but it's a care facility. It's still in Iowa, but it's almost not in Iowa. So I'm just waiting right now to hear from the court systems, if they even exist, about getting out. And when I get out, I do want to put on concerts and learn some more musical instruments. I can play piano. I can play guitar to a certain extent. I'm not very good. Not very good at piano either, because it's hard for me to mix my hands. That takes a certain part of your brain. It takes practice, and you have to ingrain that in your brain. So, yes, I actually recently just sold my keyboard, or I gave it away. So I'll have to get another one. I am on Social Security right now, which I hate. I do not stand for that. But eventually I would like to get to the point where I can make money myself in a business of some kind. I would like to put on concerts, but I don't necessarily want to make money from it, because it's just words, and words shouldn't be sold. I don't think they should be sold. I don't think words should be sold. I don't think books should be sold. I don't think music should be sold. I don't think lessons should be sold. Like school should be free. It should be free. And it shouldn't be forced. College or high school. So I just have a lot of strong opinions on things, but I wanted to come on here to talk about my life a little bit, talk about myself, but obviously there's certain things I can't tell you because it's dangerous, but I really appreciate you guys watching my channel, and I really appreciate you supporting me through all of it, all of my rough patches. Like, someone commented on a live stream that they're here in 2026, and I was like, you really actually care that much? That is super cool. That's super cool, because I don't think of myself as that important. So, which I know is not the best mindset. You gotta think of yourself as worth it, I hope I can be encouraging to you in the future. And yeah, we're working on my aesthetic a little bit, or I'm working on my aesthetic. I need to go to Goodwill and get some clothes. So yeah, that's another topic for another day, like the freedoms you lose as a celebrity. And I am not one right now, and I don't know if I will be, but I enjoy the small freedoms I have. I can take a walk to the library. I can take a walk to the corner store. I can take a walk anywhere I want to, and no one's gonna harm me, and that's really a blessing. Celebrities can't do that. They have to have somebody there with them, and you don't always want that. There's no privacy in that. You can't see the day, basically, and that's really sad. So, that's one reason I don't download videos every single day, because I don't necessarily want to be a celebrity. I know I have to do something to help others out, so that's why I'm doing this. Anyway, you have a good day. Take care. Bye.
Wonderstruck in awe of you, I wonder why I got to meet you. Life's too short, I think I might cry.